Jerry Cadorette has commented in an interview with Paul Italia that he is not surprised by Genadi's victory over Devon, because Genadi is very strong and has been training a lot, and Devon was overconfident about winning and perhaps underestimated Genadi.
Were you a little surprised that Devon didn't get the win?
No. I think I was the only person that said that Genadi would win 3-2. I think everyone was either clean sweep for Devon or gave Genadi the ability to get one win. I knew Genadi's strong, and Genadi's been trained, and Genadi wanted it. You know, I think Devon came out a little overconfident, and, I was surprised. I mean, he looked good, but I think he just either underestimated Genadi or, Genadi just was fueled up for it and ready to go the distance.
Jerry is of the opinion that the referees were not instrumental in Devon's loss. In any case, Devon was very respectful of the referees after the game.
If you look at that match versus me and Genadi's match, right, there was far less no calls in their match than it was in my match, right? Reffing is something that people go to after the fact. They should have just won. They should have been strong enough to be able to beat the other opponent. I believe they're saying that, he got called a foul and it wasn't a foul. He was teetering on the edge, and they're damned if they do and damned if they don't, right? Devon was very respectful after the match and said that no, he felt like Genadi won, right? I mean, he openly said it to Ingen on video. You don't say that if you think that there was fouls or problems, right? I think that it was as well as it could be. If there was a missed call or if there was a micro call or whatever, I think it was even both ways.
Jerry believes that Devon looked big and healthy with his weight of 280s. However, Jerry thinks that Devon is dominant in the 250s because he is very smart and skillful at the table, but Devon may lack the strength of super heavyweights.
I think he was 280s or something, but he looked good. He looked healthy. He didn't look bulky. He didn't look overly big, but he looked good. He's dominant at 250. When he can dominate the 250 class, I think he should ride that out. He's not a very bulked up and strong person. He's a professor at arm wrestling. Super smart. He studies it. And he knows what to do, and he's awesome at training. And on the table, his on the table strength is amazing. But when you get someone that's off the table and their strength levels through the roof in the weight room, and then they can transition that strength onto the table, and even if they're not at the skill set that Devon is, someone's stronger than he is smart. I think that's where he's running into trouble.
Jerry thinks that Genadi looked more bulky than before and did a good job to win this match.
He looked a little bit bulkier for this match, so I think he was eating to put size on. Obviously, he was focusing on strength when they were fighting. Yeah. He was like an inch or two from the pad where you're not going to come back from. He was staying in there as a warrior, when they were still within that relative spectrum where it could go either way. I mean, he may have made small mistakes, but overall, he did what he needed to do and come out with the win.